Welcome everyone. My name is Diala. I'll be a shoutcaster this evening. We are back with Season 5 for the Ghost War League. This is for PS4. And today we have Global Vikings in blue versus TMA Honey Badgers in red. The map we're gonna see today is Checkpoint. It's best out of 9. We have a nice midday, noon, overcast and 10 minutes rounds. Hope you will all enjoy. Let me introduce the teams. So in blue we have Global Vikings. We have Neymar, Meti, Arbel, Hades. Alpha team, we have the TMA Honey Badgers. We have Big Frog, Manuel, Eki, and Capone. Right now we are waiting for the teams to confirm that everyone is ready. Once they have said okay, we're ready to go. Custom match privacy has been changed. Be any problems? Here we go. We are loading in. It is starting. Again, welcome everyone. My name is Diala. This is Ghost War League, Season 5. Blue team is coming in with a Toxic, Medic, Disruptor and Predator. Red team got Artillery, Pointman, Toxic and Disruptor. So both teams has the Disruptor and the Toxic. Both Toxics with Thermal Vision, Thermal Artillery and Medic. This will be very interesting. But the Pointman and the Predator are safety first. And that's really important on this type of map where you're gonna run into people. In the center of this map we have a lot of buildings. Popular place to run to take those buildings, to hold them, get that advantage. Being able to hold down the building. We go! Loading in everyone! We're loading in. We are loading in as Big Frog on red team, TMA Honey Badgers. He's starting his drone immediately. We can see that everyone in the blue team is going to the right side. Red team on the other hand is going to the left here. Ooh, look at that. Our bell is trying to take the middle building. We have the mortar coming from red team. Fairly close to blue. They're bit hindered in the way to taking over and push over this strait, as you can see right there. There's a lot of Toxic. Our belly is being pushed back. You can hear that the teams are communicating in ping. So usually what you want to do in this map is either push the center, is basically what blue team has done, or you want to push for the high ground this side, like the red team has done. It does have different advantages, so you can go for the left side, top left corner up there. It's a good map for snipering, good at that. However, being a sniper also means that you're kind of out in it, making you a bit vulnerable. Come to a bit of a standstill. Red team definitely has the high ground. Let's see what the teams will do about this. And we have Hades on the balcony right here. He has a good view of the upper hill. Med is going for the flank. Look at that. Look at that, left side corner, blue player. Securing that building. Now, having a lot of drones is important because you want that information. You want to know where the others are. Red is launching first a mortar, and now they have the gas drone in the air. Blue team is okay though, as they're able to hide from that mortar in the building. Now that toxic does look a bit malplaced. Did not manage to push anyone out with it. We have Capone, Big Frog, and Manuel holding down the big house up there, and Eke in the background. On the blue team, we have Arabelle, Neymar, and Hades holding these center buildings, and Meti being over there. But usually these matches start a bit slow as the teams are getting used to each other. They're testing each other. Not really going for the super push. Most time. Oh, look at this. Meti is moving up. So is Capone on the red team. Oh, they saw him. They saw him. He's disrupted. Meti pushing him back with a nade. What's gonna do? But he is the medic. Meaning you can scout with his drone, but the main reason you would pick his drone, because it takes a long time to get it back, would be to pick someone up. So you don't want to risk your medic the first thing you do. Both teams are at this point just hanging around, basically waiting. Oh, there we go. Medic is being pushed back. See how Medic does that? He's not alive. We can see the two people on the blue team are missing a lot of health here. One more of those toxic drones on the medic and he probably gonna be gone. The red team is taking quite a few hits as well. Blue's taking out the drone, gas drone. Ooh, that's a good mine there. Big Frog placing that mine. Now, this stream is 5 minutes delayed. If you have any questions, go ahead, ask them in chat. I have awesome moderators being here. Can help you with all your questions. If you ask a question for me though, it will take me 5 minutes before you can hit it. So, thank you Noble, and thank you Draco for the hypes. Thank you Space Marine for the hype. There we go. Medic's falling way back there. Oh, he's in trouble. Honey badgers are really chipping away at his health. Supposed to fall back a long bit. Look at that. Look at that. We have Manuel here hiding behind this, taking a bit of cover. He has a good view. He has a really good view if anyone tries to pick. But the same thing goes for Neymar and for Arbel. Get into Neymar's position. Right here. He has a good view if anyone picks up there. Here comes the mortar from the red team. What about their medic? Ooh, look at that. Toxic. Not a bad one. Matty on the blue team. It's okay. Here we go. Red team is moving in. Two people pushing up, getting to that ammo box. Oh. What should be the ammo box, as there are no ammo boxes in this tournament. Meaning that only way you can get health back is really by being revived. But as soon as someone goes down, the other team's gonna push. Because they will have the advantage of 4 versus 3. And thus, yeah, that would be a last resort. You don't want. Oh, here we go! Look at that! Neymar takes out Eke as he crosses the strait. He did have a very nice view from there. Just up there, getting the sneak peek. Here we go. Eke was the toxic, meaning they have one drone less. Now look at this. Capone is moving up. Capone on red team is moving up, meaning that he's getting close and like comfortable with the others. And they need that. They need to have their version is as close as possible. Look at that. Here we go. That is a team kill, meaning that they killed the blue team. Look, here we go, another team kill. They kill themselves because they have almost no health. And thus their teammate will pick them up. But at the same time, red team is ready to push. However, they were already one person down, meaning they don't have the strength really to do that. Oh, they're so close, they're so close! Look at that! Oh, it's gonna come on top. Manuel comes out on top. He kills Hades. Blue team is about to move in. We have a 3 versus 3 situation right here. Capone is disrupting both Arbel and Mete, which would be the point of him being that. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Blue team goes in, tries to get their friend up with the medic drone. However, red team was way too close for him to be able to get up, and thus died. Ooh, Neymar has such a good position here. He's being a beast. He took out Big Frog as he was crossing the street way out in the open, right there. Let's see if their pick will get him up this time. It takes a bit of time to get that medic drone back. Let's see, we have 3 versus 2 at this point. Red team is gonna have to communicate hard because they are getting flanked from both sides right now. Medic on one side and disruptor on the other. See, as soon as they spot someone, they're gonna have to go for it. They're gonna have to help each other and keep each other's back safe. And they're pushing. Here we go. Medi gets him. Capone and Manuel gets Medi. Uh-oh, uh-oh. It's so close, it's so close. Manuel takes out Arbel. 14 seconds left. Can he stay out of the way? 9 seconds. Who's gonna come on top? Oh, Neymar dies. Holy smokes, that was intense. Ooh. That was intense indeed. 1 point to Alpha team, red team. Team Honey Badgers. So going for the medic was a smart deal for blue team, though their friend was too close to the enemy team to be able to actually get up and do something. Let's see what he picked this time. Blue team is going with Toxic, Medic, Sniper and Predator. Giving Athletic Sprinter on the Sniper. Red team is going with Artillery, Pointman, Toxic and Disruptor. Going with Fighting Spirit on the... Now, both of them have 2 drones each and both have Thermal. Right, we're loading in. That looked a bit weird. Let's head over... Oh, we'll go here. Let's go. We are loading in this Big Frog. Look at that. Arbel on the blue team is now snipering. Go, setting the camera free. They have a medic and they're pushing in. Red team does the same thing. Go. Let's get a view of that sniper. You want to get a good view, because you want to be able to help your team the best you can. If anyone picks a corner, it's going to be there. Now, another job for the sniper is to take a drone. That gas drone's already dropped its gas, but it can still spot people. Dangerous. Sniper is marked. Sniper was marked by that drone. He's using his binoculars, trying to find the enemy. Let's see. Red team has chosen the exact same position that blue team chose last time. Taking these buildings right here. Blue team, on the other hand, has chosen to push center, though they have the sniper up on the hill and the medic being support players, and they have now Hades going for the flank. Hades has taken up the house right up there. Big one. Do they know? Do they know? Manuel is holding this corner right there, making sure no one comes from that side. Oh, look at that. Snipers take Arbel taking good shots at Big Frog. He needs to stay safe. He's gonna survive that. Blue team is very spread out. Now this can be a good thing, also be a less good thing. Oh, look at that. You're using the toxic. This is how you want to do it. You want to use the toxic and force your enemies to move. There we go. Eki killed himself because he had so little life. Chose to try and get like half health back. Look at this, look at this. Red team is staying close together. Blue team is very spread out. They know. Look at that, they know. Red team knows that he's there. They probably know that he's alone. Thus, they are now pushing him. Using that medic drone as a scout drone could be dangerous, as it takes a long time to get it back, and once your friend is down, you want to have it. Let's see. Red team has the mortar up, still searching, looking. Blue team has the gas drone up. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Sniper takes out Manuel. Sniper, Arbel, on the blue team, takes out Manuel. Here we go. Manuel was alone. He needed Capone with him. Maybe he would have survived if red team would have pushed up with 2 people instead of 1 just staying there. Oh, here we go. Medi is going for that flank and takes out Big Frog and red team. Red team is now in danger. It's a 2 versus 4 situation. Ooh. Red has the disruptor and toxic left. Capone on red team takes out Neymar. It's a 2 versus 3. Ooh, this is so close. This is so close. They are dancing around. 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs. Capone is so close to his friend Manuel, and he doesn't dare to go for the pickup just yet. He's up, he's out, he's using the second stair. Okay, so here we go. Comes through the door. Ooh! No, no, that didn't do it. Not for Capone. Blue team is victorious on that fight. We have a 4 versus 1 situation. Eki is down here in the right side corner. It takes up Medi, their medic. That was a good move from Eki. Let's see how we can handle this. Now he's alone. And there we go. Arbel takes out Eki. There we go. Looks like we had some sound issues there. Not registering all the shots. So this is the best out of 9. So it's the first team to 5. And the score is 1 to blue and 1 red. This is just the first match of the season, basically, for both teams. Getting the feel for the game again, getting a feel for each other. See if they'll push harder. Now Toxic, Medic, Disruptor and Predator still on the blue team. Scout, Point Man, Predator and Disruptor on the red team. Here we go. We're loading in, switching over to Hades on the blue team. And watch as he pushes in. Looks like blue team might be going for the high ground this time. Ray of the blue is pushing up the high ground. And look at that. Look at the other team. Let's go to the big camera. Red team is here as well. Bit more spread out. But they're definitely fighting for the same hill. Ooh, look at that. Blue team is gassing that house, forcing the red team to move out. And we have the flanker right here. They see him, they see him. Eki tried to flank, but Hades and Arbel saw him and pushed him back. Ooh, here we go. That battle is on. At the same time, they're so close here in the center. How are they gonna handle this? They were pushed out of the house, the red team. It was a good move by blue team. Let's see now, if red team can stick together, they might be able to push blue back. Here we go. Arbel has a nice nade taking out Eki. But look at that. Monan is right there, taking out Hades. It's one blue left, and being disrupted like that is a big issue. Big Frog takes out Arbel. 2 versus 3, this is escalating quickly. And blue team is way too much in the open to be able to do nice pickup, even though they have the medic drone. Look at that, 2 versus 4. Blue team is in big trouble now. Red team sticking together and staying that close to each other really paid off. They were able to keep each other's back safe. We can hear the teams communicating and pinging. Here we go, Eki is taking shots at Meti. Being disrupted as Capone pushes up next to him. That medic is in big trouble. Though he managed to take out Capone as he sees him. Red team needs to push up together. What is he doing back there? What is Big Frog doing? He needs to get up there and help his teammates. This is a 1 versus 2 situation. Stunned. He's stunned. Medic is stunned on the blue team. Here we go. Red team pushing up. There we go. Easy kill. Manuel takes out Meti. That got a lot intense. I do like the fights on this side of the map. If you can get a hold on it, you will have a strong position. Now, as you could see, the red team moving together, all 4 of them, really was what took them all the way to the top of that mountain, wiping out the blue team. We got 1 point to blue team, 2 points for red. Here we go. Let's see what they picked this time. We have Toxic for blue team, Medic, Predator, and Tech this time. Alpha team going with Appointment, Scout, Disruptor, and Predator. So the Tech on the blue team is going to be able to take out a drone. That might be useful, as that information, just having that information is so important. The intel of where the enemies are. Here we are, we're loading in. Let's head over to Al Capone. This time being the Predator on the red team. Oh, they're kind of pushing it. Running on top of each other. Okay, here we go. Red team pushing in hard again. Here we go, freeing the camera. So, red team pushed up, took that same side, the same center side again, as they did before when they started on this side. Blue team, on the other hand, pushed up again to take the high ground. Now this is the complete opposite that we had from the first round. The first round, blue had that position and red was up on this. Let's see how the teams handle it this time. As soon as blue has been able to make sure that this mountain is clear, they should be able to go and push for the center. However, red team is going to keep an eye out for anything that moves. Here we go. 3 red in that house. The blue team plays a toxic right there. They're gonna have to run. You don't want to make any like involuntary moves in this game. Making that toxic so strong. Because if you use it right, if you get people to run for their lives, to get out of the gas, it's a very, very good time to pick them up. Both teams have hunkered down a bit. See what happens next. I want to say welcome to everyone who's new to the stream. My name is Diala. This is Ghost Recon Wildlands. And this is Ghost War League. Season 5. First week. We have Global Vikings, blue team, and TMA Honey Badges on the red team. Stream is 5 minutes delayed. Let's see, no one is really moving. Look at this. Look at this. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hey Poggy, Space Marine, Big Pretty TMA. Face, welcome guys. Grab your popcorn, sit down and enjoy. Both teams are now sitting there waiting for the drones. They need. There we go, that's what we've been waiting for. Good move by blue team, but look at that, red team is able to just move out of the house because blue team didn't have anyone set up to flank them, to create that trap to be able to take already out. So it was a good guess. We got red team to move, but that was just half of the trap. And red team is doing just fine. Got a few scratches. Everyone's still alive. 4 versus 4. Now on blue team we do have Hades, who has pushed up a bit. Is in this house right here. Keeping an eye out for anything that moves over there. Here we go. Did you see that? Did you see that move? They're pinging. Here we go. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's exactly what we were looking for. Hades takes out Capone as he was picking, but Capone fell in a good spot as he's being able to be picked up by his friends right away, right behind that wall. This would be the time for blue team to push if they had information. And they are pushing. Red team is regrouping. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Two of the blue team is pushing right there on the left side of the screen, while one is pushing on the right hand. Ooh, if they had had that toxic now, this would have been a good setup trap from the blue team side. Now red team needs to make sure that they know that blue is coming. Getting that scout drone up is so important. Let's head over to the scout. He's using thermal, my favorite. With the thermal being able to tell where the enemies are, they're gonna be able to counter this flank. Getting that medic drone out of the air. Blue team has pushed back. Probably because I saw the scout drone coming up and easily getting marked by because it has thermal. Now you might think that the thermal is no good during daytime, but it picks up the heat signature. Ooh, look at this. Left hand side of the screen. Hades is in position. It took a few shots, but it didn't take down anything. Giving his position away. Let's see how he handles this. There we go. There we go. Blue has placed another toxic, forcing Capone to move out. And blue is being pushy over here. Hades still has that side on them. Red gets the drone up. Let's see if he can get the intel. Blue has now pushed quite a lot into the area of red team. There we go. Hades and the blue team is being forced back. Red team is trying to secure that flank. Eke is moving away. However, using that disruptor would probably be a better idea to have him in the center as the blue team is pushing. Manuel, ooh, here we go. Neymar's out in the middle of the straight. Neymar takes a few shots. Did not get him though. Ooh, Hades and Eke are about to mate. The medic drone is scouting for blue team. Will it find Eke? Who's gonna come out on top on this? Here we go! Red team got a scout drone in the air, giving the position to Eke. It wasn't fast enough. Here we go. Hades takes out Eke. And blue has another one flanking. Red team needs to react right now. They are taking out Arbel, taking out that second flank. Now Hades is still over there. They might even be able to see each other. Look at that. Ooh, that gas drone is well placed, and Big Frog and Capone is forced to run. Forcing Big Frog to run straight into the arms of Hades takes him out. Oh dear, doesn't look good for red now. 1 versus 4. Let's see if Capone can change this and turn the situation around. Getting that reload is so important. However, doing that close to the enemy is gonna make them hear you. Because this game is quite tactical. Being able to hear you and then move, hear them reload, gives you the intel where they are. Neymar is sitting right here on the edge. He is ready for Capone. Capone is hunkering down there. He has a fairly good position. But the medic drone, look at that. Medic drone is in and it's gonna mark him. It's gonna be forced to change position. Blue team is moving in. Neymar takes out Capone. Best of 5. Best of 5. 2-2. This isn't even fight. This is very interesting. Even though it has its slow paces, when it gets interesting, it gets intense. Let's see what the teams pick this time. Blue team going for Toxic, Medic, Predator and Disruptor. Red team going for Toxic, Pointman, Scout and... I think he's gonna go for Recruit. Here we go, Disruptor. Thermal vision on both drones on both sides. Data first on the Disruptor, Fighting Spirit on the Pointman, Fighting Spirit on Disruptor and Blue team. Data first on the... We go. And we are loading in as Big Frog, being the Toxic on Red team. Drone is up. So this is what it looks like being up here. You can see the heat signatures. As a spectator, we can also see the names of the characters. But you can see the heat signatures quite clearly, even though it's against this white snow and it's daytime. Blue team got the gas drone up. Now red team is holding this right side down here. Good gases on both sides. Good placement. Now red team has chosen a scout and blue team has chosen a medic. The medic is a bit slower than the scout, and the scout has that fantastic ability to be able to see the sound markers of moving. So it's always a part of your strategy, how you play with your friends, how you play as a team, and the communication, what you choose to pick. There we go. Blue team is holding a tight line up there. He is jumping that ledge. Back. Red team taking fire down here. Here we go. Blue is crossing the street. That's red, no. That's red, no. Here we go, he's flanking them. Ooh, there we go. Hades takes out Eki. That was a very good flank from the blue team. Red team was not spread out enough and did not have control of anyone coming to the side. Look at that, man is going for the revive. Ooh, he's in luck. He's in a lot of luck. Hades was not looking. If Hades would have stand there and saw that, he would have easily had another kill. Oh dear, he takes out Eki before Eki gets back into cover. Now Eki had a scout on the red team. Having that the ability to see the enemies as they move, having that sound marker. That was a good one. Let's say red team is gonna go try to pick up their friend, but they need to make sure that blue team stays away. Uh-oh, red team is in trouble. They're forced to move. That was a good toxic. So blue team now placed a toxic on the dead teammate from the red team, making sure that red team won't pick him up. Let's see how red team handles this. So the loss of that scout on the red team means loss of intel. And we can see that the medic on the blue team does like to use his uh-oh. Right there, Big Frog was taking out on the red team. Blue is being a bit more aggressive. Is red too passive at this point? We all just pushed up like half the village. Let's see how they handled it. Manuel is so close. He needs to get out of there. He moves around. Get to the other side. Okay. Now Capone and Manuel on the red team needs to communicate. They need to make sure they're not getting flanked again. At this point, they can't really go for a pickup of Big Frog in that house. It's a bit too exposed. And so is Eki on the red team. It's also a bit too exposed. Because they have Hades, blue team, have Hades in the back watching that body. Blue has come to a standstill, just waiting on those drones. The team falling back, picking up new positions. Blue team is not far behind. Blue is going for the flank. Look at that. Right side of the screen. Red team is being pushed hard. It's a 4 versus 2 situation. And they're being disrupted. Go. Oh, look at that. Red team is in big trouble now. Blue team are being way more aggressive. Oh, that's a good nade. Neymar, get out of the way. Time. Not for the second one though, Capone. Nice nade. Takes out Neymar. But that gives Hades time to get around and take out Capone. Now remember, blue team does have the medic drone. They picked up their 4th. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Manuel takes out Arbel. But Neymar was close by and takes him out. Ooh. There we go. We got 2 points. The red team 3 points to the team. Best out of 9. First to 5. Toxic, medic, pressure and disruptor on the blade. Toxic, pointman, scout and disruptor. Red team. Now this is a pretty big map. It's really wide over that center, making those huge workarounds, the huge flanks possible. Here we go. Loading in this Big Frog. I now experience the gas drawing. Let's flip over to the other gas drone. This is the gas drone on Blue Team. You can see those heat sinks. It does look a bit different on this side though. Not sure why it's different. Here we go. That camera. Red team taking over that hill. Pushing Blue team off it, and they are not getting flanked. They're holding off there, as you can see with man. Capone, being the red team disruptor this time, staying as close as possible to the enemy, the evil disruptor. Taking away the ability to have that intel. Taking away the ability using them if he's close enough. Teams are taking positions. The medic on the Blue team is going for a flank on that right side, or just holding down to make sure that red team flank. Ooh, that's a good one. Red team is using that, getting Blue team to run. This is the time for them to shoot. As they got red team, as they got Blue team, move out of the. You can see here Mehdi shot that window open to be able to have an escape path in case he has to drone the gas on him, giving him an extra second to be able to get out. Good thing for now, fairly passive. Let's head into the head of this predator right here. So this is what it's like being disrupted. You can see the minimap right down in the right side corner. Being disrupted, you have no intel. You can't tell if you are marked, and you can't tell if the enemy is marked. You can tell, however, that you're quite close to the disruptor. So it can be used that way too. And as you can see, him moving back and forth, you can tell that he's 65 meters away from the disruptor weapons. Coming back. He's taking, going back a bit. Oh. Red team has Manuel pushing up a bit. We have the Skytron picking out probably Hades, flying quite close. Now if, look at that, Arbel on the Blue team is disrupting Manuel on the red team. He knows he's there, he saw him. Good try for a nade. And the team is reacting. Falling back a bit. Blue is gonna try for the flank. Look at that, Eki on the Blue team is going for the flank as well. They might actually. That gas drone is up. Blue has medic drone up. See who gets in first. Act on. We're so close. Eki and Hades. Ooh, that's a lot of shots. Not hitting him though. Hitting the wall. The opponent is coming to back up Eki, and they might be able to push if they are too. Arbel and Manuel is holding off against each other. No one's really making any moves. Except for now. Manuel's crossing the street. Here we go. He's so close. Does he know that Medic is there as well? So there's two blue team right here. Then we have Manuel on the red team right there. Going down. We go. They're pushing up. They're pushing up. Look at that. Oh, so close. So close. They can probably... red team can probably hear blue team running at this point. Oh, look at that. In the background, Manuel takes out Neymar. And Hades takes out Eki. And we got a raid. Thank you so much, Ush Crushalot. Thank you. Thank you for the raid and the host. Welcome everyone from Ush Raid. When I'm saying this, it's going to take you 5 minutes to hear it, but you're so welcome. My name is Diala. I'm a streamer from Sweden. This is Ghost Recon Violence. So this is the Ghost War League for the PlayStation 4. Season 5, first week. We have Global Vikings in blue facing off against TMA Honey Badgers in red. We have a 2 versus 3 situation right here. Let's see who comes out on top. It's best out of 9, so it's first one to 5. See how this plays out. Look at that. Hades is on his way, maybe trying to pick up his friend. And red team, of course, want to pick up Eki as he's dying. They have now switched positions. Zan Josiah, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. I hope you guys had a wonderful time over with Us. He's a streamer. Now hunker down, grab your popcorn, and let's see how this match ends. My name is Diala. Look at that, they're so close. They're so close. Look at that. If they had that information. There we go. He goes for it. Manos takes out Arbel. And there's only one left on the blue team. He's going for a revive. He's doing it. He's doing it. Look at that. He's picking up the medic. And with a medic run, he can be able to pick up a third. Turning this around. It was a good try. Good try. Look at that. Red team did gas the house up on the hill. Thinking the blue was there, but it was not. Look at that. Blue team making use of that medic drone. Picking up Neymar. We are back to a 3 versus 3 situation. What a comeback. It is back on. Neymar takes a big frog as he was quite lonely over there. If they knew, if they had information, opponent could probably pick up Eki. But it seems like, well, both drones on the red team are down. Not having that intel anymore. Here we go, Manuel is going for Medi. But Medi has a friend, right there, Hades. Ooh, this is intense. We got flashbangs, we got nades. Here we go, it's on the side. Manuel takes out Medi. One more left for Manuel though, before that situation is cleared and safe for him. Hades is pushing. He has a friend of the Toxic. Manuel is forced to move away from that Toxic. 2 versus 2. This changes paces so fast. Welcome everyone to the stream. There we go. Capone on the red team is able to pick up Eki. He's now back in game with the scout drone. Manuel takes out Hades. Comes on the side. Look at that. Look at that. Neymar is the only one left on the blue team. And he's making a run for it. 25 seconds left. And he's making a run for it. That would be the smartest move for him at this point. Because if the time runs out and not everyone is dead, it's gonna be a draw. Red team is pushing out, trying to take out Neymar. It will not be in time because 5 seconds left. And close. That was close. Round 6 is a draw. Round 6 is a draw. Space Marine thank you so much. You are a legend in this channel. Thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you. The tier 1 subs goes to Div Krills, Fear the Beard X, Reaper FP, Jetty Spaghetti, and Petition. Welcome everyone to the family. Blue team goes for Toxic Medic Predator and Disruptor. Red team goes for Toxic Pointman Scout and Disruptor. Both are using steady hands on those disruptors. Both are using thermal on the drones. Then we have the Fighting Spirit and the Red Pointman, and steady hands, the blue one. Welcome everyone to the stream. This is Ghost Recon Wildland. Here we go. Again, we are loading in as the first player of the red team, the Toxic, and here we go. Blue is making a hard push for that hill. Neymar being the Toxic in the back. It's a bit behind, but here we go. Red team is pushing all three for the forthcoming. Yeah, oh, that's a good one. That's a very good Toxic. But not good enough as opponent Emmanuel is able to take the house, as the house was only partially covered. This is an intense fight. We have blue team moving around 2 and 2, and we have red team moving to 1 1. Red team Eki might be pushing for that flank right there, but mostly being a support player and being a scout, he's staying safe because his intel is so valuable. Red is picking up a gas strike. Now look at that. Red team does have Al Capone in the center and he is disrupting. However, Hades was able to see Manuel up on that balcony, taking him out. Blue team is regrouping. Red team needs that information. Look at that, medic is pushing in. He's pushing in, he's going up. Does he know he's not alone up there? We have 2 red people in that house. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, that's a good nade. Ooh, and medic pushes in, being able to take out Pone. Big Frog was running from a nade. Now Eki is a bit far behind here. Here we go. So close. Having that information is so valuable. Here we go. They're about to meet. He goes out. But there's 2. There's 3 of the blue team. Big Frog doesn't have a chance. Red team is really fighting tight bond here. They are so close together. There we go. Blue team took home this point. 4 points to blue team, 2 points to red team. This might be the last round, as it's first to 5. First to 5. However, it's not over until it's over. Alpha team, get this back. Alpha team is probably gonna have to play a bit more tightly together that we saw them do on those rounds when they won. When they get too far spread out, they don't have each other's backs, which was exactly what blue team was doing. They were so close having each other's back. However, when you have an enemy that's staying very close together, you might want to go for the flank on the other end. It's always a risk. Here we go. Toxic Medic Predator and Disruptor. Blue team is staying with their setup. Red team got Toxic, Disruptor, Scout, and Pointman. Let's see what road they choose this time. Looks like Blue's gonna push for that hill. And so is Red. Ooh, this will be exciting. This will be so exciting. Red, as you can see, is a bit closer just to take that. Ooh, that's a good one. Big Frog does a very good toxic, forcing red team back. Now blue team does the same thing, but Manuel already got past it. Here we go. They're fighting for that hill. Fighting for that hill. Then we have Neymar in the back on the blue team. Hades is taking over the house. Now he's being disrupted. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got multiple shots fired. Big Frog finishes what Manuel started and takes out Hades. Now here's the medic drone. They have to be able to shoot the medic drone down on the enemy team. Now on the home team, having that medic, you want to keep the medic low, really low, or the other team is going to go for it. They're not going to let you just have that revive if they can stop it. Ooh. Manuel takes out Medi, but Medi takes out Capone. Neymar, look at that, taking out Eke. We have a 2 versus 2 situation. They need to communicate. Both teams need to communicate closely with their friends. Arba going for the revive, being visible to Manuel. Both team is doing the pickup. Big Frog is trying to shoot him off. Does not succeed. Instead they are focused on Neymar. 3 versus 2 again. Here we go. Neymar takes out Big Frog and they take out Neymar. Ooh, here we go. Medic takes him out. Good games, good tries from both teams. We have a winner. It is blue team. All in white. It is the blue team. Look at that, Manuel being a beast. 15 and 5. That is impressive. So Global Vikings is the winner of this match. Good games on both sides. Thank you for letting me shoutcast. That got intense so quickly. So quickly. Thank you everyone who's been watching. Now this was just the first week of the league. Gonna be a lot more shoutcasts. That was a lot of fun though. Just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up. Thank you to both teams for letting me shoutcast this. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone who's been watching. Thank you again so much for those gifted subs, Space Marine. Thank you. The ultimate dryness up. Thank you, Silent. Again, thank you, Crush, for that host. And hey, Ugly Duck, The Sphere, Prills. Welcome, everyone. Tonics. Good to see you all in here. Okay, these are leaving the lobby. Now this map we've seen before, as it was the map played a lot during the last season of the Ghost War League. Thank you so much for the host, Desert Dog. I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Diana, and I bid you farewell. Have a good evening. Goodbye. Take care and see you in the next stream.